Greetings, beloved beings, fellow travelers on this planet, and guests from other realms. My name is Izobel Freeman, and I'm going to be doing a general reading for the collective for the week of September 24th through the 30th, 2017. Welcome to fall, everyone, or spring if you're in the southern hemisphere. Hope everyone had a wonderful equinox. I know some things are very intense out there in the world lately, and I'm sending peaceful thoughts to anyone facing great challenges or deep transformation at this time. Before I get started with this week's general reading, as I've said in previous readings, I'm doing my best to give you all a basic astrological forecast in addition to reading cards, because we often get messages regarding the week's energetic climate, and the cards themselves also have so many astrological correspondences. I want you all to have context for these, so here we go. There's a lot going on this week, and it's not all fun. Today, the 24th, we've got a Mars-Neptune opposition that could feel like a big drag on your personal power. Aggressive Mars rules your strength of will, and misty Neptune tends to dissipate any strong directional force in favor of just drifting in the cosmic ocean. When these two planets have a tug of war, your ambition, physical strength, and overall energy can take a big hit. Be careful not to succumb to feelings of inadequacy or discouragement. Rather, use this day to visualize success, to meditate, to conserve your inner resources, and to be extra good to yourself. You're going to want your batteries fully charged for the week ahead, because tomorrow, Monday the 25th, we have another rough transit. Mercury, the planet of mind, of communication, and of technology, is forming a not-so-comfy astrological square with Saturn, the planet of rules and expectations. This means your internal critic could be extra loud, and you may feel compelled to nitpick everything you or anyone else has to say. You might also feel particularly limited or frustrated by authority figures or even peers raining on your parade when it comes to your own goals. So this is a great day to keep to yourself and work diligently on what matters most to you without anyone else around. Mercury square Saturn is a challenging planetary relationship, but there is hidden power in this transit, because as stern a taskmaster as Saturn can be, his ultimate goal is to teach us to be more practical and efficient when it comes to taking our dreams from imagination to reality. So let Mercury focus your amazing mind and harness Saturn's determination to really put your ideas into disciplined practice. We'll get an astrological breather on Tuesday the 26th, so let that Mercury square Saturn momentum carry you through an extra day, or take another good rest, because from midweek on, there's a lot more in store. On Wednesday the 27th, our friend Mercury moves into an opposition with Chiron. Remember Chiron from last week's astrology forecast? He's the icy minor planet that orbits the Sun between Saturn and Uranus. Chiron in astrology tends to represent our deepest pain, which is whatever karmic burden we came to transform in this life. When Chiron and Mercury don't play nice, it can make us take a hard look at all our pain, what we think about it, and how we talk about it with others. Wednesday could be a challenging day if you're not ready to transform past hurts through cathartic conversation. But if you're tired of carrying around unexpressed angst, Wednesday could be a great day to let it all out. Issues of deservingness could arise when it comes to feeling like you're even allowed to express yourself in this way. So be extra gentle with yourself during this very vulnerable transit. On Thursday the 28th, Pluto, Lord of deep transformation in the subconscious realm, ends his retrograde period and prepares to turn direct. Those of you who have been really feeling the alchemical fire of transformation since he went retrograde on April 20th are about to experience some sort of culmination in this process. Thursday is a day of reckoning, good or bad, and it's a fabulous day to take stock of how far you've come and how much you've grown and changed along the way. Deep truths may be revealed at or around this time, and it is up to us to decide how we will react to whatever new information Pluto dredges from the shadows. Don't give in to fear, friends. This is an incredibly empowering transit because it brings our free will and ultimate creative responsibility into play. Pluto direct brings us face to face with our own baggage, then asks us to release what no longer serves us and step into our own sovereign power. This is a great time to start a new detox or exercise regime, to declutter or redesign your home or office space, and to cull your friends and relationships list. Anything that does not resonate with the empowered, radiant phoenix that you are must be allowed to leave your life in order for you to receive what you truly desire. So bid all those old karmic ties farewell with love and peace. Thursday's significance is doubly influenced by the third and final Jupiter-Uranus opposition since December of 2016. Jupiter, the planet of expansion, optimism, and cooperation, is in Libra, the sign of balance. And Uranus, the planet of idealistic revolution, is in Aries, the sign of personal power. Jupiter in Libra wants us all to play nice with others, while Uranus in Aries wants us to follow our own desires regardless of what others think. The Sun, having just entered Libra, adds extra weight to the more cooperative end of this tug-of-war. And spoilers, mind-ruling Mercury is also entering Libra on Friday the 29th. So things seem to be stacking up to indicate that we're all supposed to be figuring out how best to serve others by expressing our true selves without shame. This might seem like a contradiction at first, but these two planetary juggernauts, Jupiter and Uranus, have a history of triggering massive innovation and change. If anyone can figure out how to balance the vital needs of the many with the freedom-seeking desires of the few, it's this pair. Something truly life-changing is in the works here, and the best thing you can do late this week is to expect the unexpected and not place judgment on the immediate outcome, because the long-term effects of this giant release of energy must inevitably work out for the highest good of all. Thursday is a powerhouse of a day, and the momentum of this week doesn't stop there. As I said earlier, Mercury enters Libra on Friday the 29th, giving us a much-needed dose of fair-mindedness and temperance. But on the same day, Venus opposes Neptune, which means the planet of love, beauty, and wealth will be at odds with the planet of dreams, illusions, and the deep spiritual self. This could translate into feelings of insecurity when it comes to our relationships, or whether or not we believe we are lovable. Mercury in Libra will help us talk these things out with our friends, family, or significant others. So don't be afraid to have an honest heart-to-heart with your dear ones if something needs to be discussed. That Venus-Neptune opposition might make this feel daunting, and your initial instinct might be to stay silent just to avoid rocking the boat. But doing so might just create future resentments, so take a deep breath, stay heart-centered, and say what needs to be said. Your future self will thank you. And speaking of thanks, thank goodness Saturday the 30th looks relatively quiet, because we're all going to need at least that day to catch our breath before we head into what looks like an easier, but no less eventful first week of October. Okay, did I mention this week was a big one? Yeah, it's truly mythological. I'm really eager to see what guidance Spirit has for us, so let's get to the cards, shall we? As I do in every reading, I'm going to begin by lighting my little candle for my beautiful Spirit Kitty Pinky, who was in physical with me until 2015, and was and still is my greatest spiritual teacher. Okay, lots going on and it's really heavy. Wow. I am eager to see what the guides have to say. I really am. I'm feeling out the energy of the week, and there's so much going on for so many of you. I just want to take this moment to center, ground, and send my love to those of you who really are going through some major stuff. Those of you who have been following my readings so far know that I like to begin each reading by turning this lovely Angel Tarot deck over and seeing what we have for our overall energy. All right, strength, everyone. We need it. Archangel Ariel, great inner strength, release harsh judgments, forgiveness, and compassion. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. I can't think of a better card to give us all a little boost for this upcoming week. 11 is the number of, well, it's the first master number. It's the first master number in numerology, and it does not reduce. So usually you've seen if I have a 10, I reduce it to a 1. 1 plus 0 is 1. Or if I have a 13, I'll reduce it to, say, a 4. 1 plus 3 is 4. 11 is a master number. It does not reduce. It stays in 11. It has that wonderful, amazing, sort of holy quality. 11 is a gateway number. 11 signals our passage. It's like a rite of passage. Going through a gateway, becoming something brand new. A little bit historically, this is interesting because 11 in many systems of traditional tarot tends to be the Justice card, which is the card that is absolutely linked to Libra. You see the scales of Libra in the Justice card, and it is usually 11. So we're getting a little nudge, nudge, wink, wink about that whole Libra energy that's going to be with us for the next little while, and Jupiter in Libra. This very much, even though it is the Strength card, it still feels a little bit like Jupiter in Libra. It's also got that lingering Leo energy. This is highly connected to the total solar eclipse that we had on the 21st of August. Very much that leonine, that golden cat, even though this is a tiger that she's riding on. It still has that big golden solar cat energy, giving us that the strength of kings and queens. This is the strength of rulership. This is the strength of nobility in power. And this is the energy that is going to be supporting us through the next week. So you can see that in this card, it has a very warrior-like quality. Yeah, and so this could be speaking to the inner strength that we need to have, and we need to believe in our own power through this week. But you can also see that there's this pink halo around her shield and around her halo itself. This is pointing to her heart-based quality. Ariel is the guardian angel of the planet. She looks after all living things on this earth, not just us, the ecosystem as a whole. And you can see that represented by the entirety of nature that surrounds her, these doves of peace, which also point to her kind-hearted nature, and this globe here in the corner, signifying the whole of the planet Earth. Rainbow coming in signifies her chakras, which are all active and aligned. And so she's a very balanced authority figure. And this is the power that we need to be embodying this week in order to get through this highly transformative set of transits that we have ahead of us. And I'm really waiting for this entire energy to inform the rest of the reading. But again, that 11, it's our secret inside joke to the Libra Justice card also, that tends to be the mate of this card whenever they are switched in the system of tarot. Very, very cool. So yeah, I'm going to start. Those of you who have seen my readings up until now know that I like to begin by shuffling the cards in this very loose and intuitive way that allows cards to, of their own accord, sort of pop out and get my attention. Yeah, and I'm doing this in preparation for my quick cross spread, which I will explain to you as I lay down the cards. This first position that I'm laying down is for the recent past into present of the collective. Second position will be present into near future. What we seem to be headed into, and what we seem to be headed into is just a lot of transformative, crazy, very life-changing energy. This one looks like it wants to pop out, so I'm going to let it. Second card is laid down. And, oh, actually, here. This is the beginning of a vertical, which makes the vertical of the quick cross. And this is for the mind or higher mind of the collective. I'm moving on to the heart position and then the body subconscious wisdom position. Yeah, I'm shaking with the amount of energy, especially that Thursday craziness with Pluto direct. I'm actually looking forward to that day because I definitely have been going through some major transformations since Pluto went retrograde, and I am definitely looking forward to seeing what comes out of that, what deep and transformative wisdom is revealed. Looks like this one. See if I can get a subconscious. Speaking of Pluto, the lord of the subconscious and deep esoteric wisdom. Yeah, I thought last week was heavy. I didn't know it was coming. All right. Body subconscious card, anyone? I am also, while I'm shuffling, asking all of my non-physical friends, benevolent guides, dear ones who have passed on, animal spirits, any benevolent and light-based entities who are interested in our process as a human family to come in and help with this reading. Next position is for what can help us on our journey, whether that be physical, mental, emotional, or spiritual aid. Okay, this one is jumping out. It says let me out. There we go. And last position is what some people like to call the outcome. I like to call it the highest probable direction we'll be heading in based on our current energy as established here. I never like to say anyone can predict the future because we are all creating our future from moment to moment. Those of you who are anticipating, like me, that Pluto direct day with the Uranus and Jupiter opposition, will be very familiar with this idea that we are in control of our own destinies. Yes, we are a collective. Yes, we are working together. And yes, we do have certain agreements that were, many times very obvious in our astrological charts, what we're working on karmically. But the way we play this lifetime is definitely up to us. We have free will at every moment. And that means whatever is revealed on that Thursday is going to be up to us how to interpret that and how we use it for our own greatest good and for the good of everyone. Let's see what is going on for the recent past or present of the collective. King of Fire, motivational, idealistic, ambitious, charismatic, focus, 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 communicate with vision, and be a leader. Advice from someone creative. Well, this definitely feels like that crazy Uranus and Aries rocket ship that's lit. It feels like it's lit under everything. There's just, and Uranus has been in Aries and has been in retrograde for a little bit and is going to be in retrograde for the remainder of this year, informing the energy that we're all going to be working with, the fuel for our fire. Fire cards are all about alchemical transformation, and so very, it reminds me of the Pluto direct as well, because Pluto is all about alchemical transformation on a very, very deep level. King of Fire, this is a court card. So this could mean that someone new or someone that you haven't previously connected with deeply that you already know could be stepping forward in your life. This person doesn't necessarily have to be a male person. Sexes don't really mean that much in tarot. It's more about the energy. So this could be an Aries, a Leo, very energetic fire sign. And yeah, anyone who feels like this, or an aspect of yourself, or yeah, Sagittarius, I forgot. But yes, someone who is just a powerhouse of energy. Now, whether this is coming out of you or whether this is someone coming into your life, this is good news. The King of Fire has no problem creating whatever results that he would like to have in his life from just the pure, raw firepower of 0-point source energy. But he will be asking you to focus. And this is going to be difficult with some of these Neptune oppositions that we've got this week. Neptune tends to be a defocusing agent. It asks you to relax into the source. It asks you to blend with the collective and not be so individualistically driven. And this is interesting because we have alchemical fire, which is spirit in its pure form, asking you to focus and communicate with vision. Again, a little bit difficult with some of these hard Mercury aspects that we've got going on this week. But this is where we're going to need to pull on that strength that we got at the beginning with the Strength card, and that very fiery, very Leo, energy that is going to be underpinning this whole process. This definitely does feel like some of the aftermath of that total solar eclipse that we had in August, we're still going to be putting the pieces together from that for months to come. And so this feels like an echo of that. So yeah, definitely. This is a good card to be starting with, though. Definitely someone or an aspect of you who can help you create what you want. That focus also feels like that Saturn square that we're getting, where it's going to ask you to sort of put your nose to the grindstone and actually work. Yeah, let's see where the near future might be taking us. Awakening. Wow, back from last week. This was our recent past, and now here we are revisiting it again. This is going to happen to us, I think, often in the coming weeks and months, where we are going to be revisiting themes and making sure that we fully ground them, because this awakening and these Uranian shakeups that we've been going through are very... Lots of things change in your life at once, and it can be really unsettling. This is the Hanged Man card from traditional tarot. It is a 12. Funny that it's following on the heels of that 11 major arcana that we got in the beginning. But a 12 numerologically does reduce to a 3. And as I said last week, a 3 is this wonderful number of divine creation. It speaks to the balancing aspect of things. Once you have been able to balance competing forces or competing ideologies or competing belief systems that you're weighing the merits of, this all feels very Libra, doesn't it? It feels very much about balance and weighing your options and making sure that all sides can cooperate instead of compete. Because when you have those two that come together and cooperate, you get that divine 3 where they can come together, create something beautiful and new. Some new project, some perhaps actual child, progeny of some sort, but also a new paradigm or a new way of looking at things. And that's definitely the theme of this awakening card. The Hanged Man in general points to a need in your life to let go of previous belief systems or let go of the persona that you have previously adopted in your life. Turn it upside down so that you can look at things from a different perspective. You can see this angel is hanging in the upper atmosphere, completely upside down, but able to get this lovely, amazing, big picture, bird's eye view of the beautiful planet. This card encourages us to look at things from a different perspective, and it does warn of a temporary standstill. It feels like a lot of limitations, a lot of limiting aspects are happening this week, and that's going to be frustrating for some of you who just want to, charge ahead like the King of Fire and do and make things happen. But there may be some soul searching, that Pluto stuff that's going to come up midweek, some soul searching. And then, you've got the Venus-Neptune thing where you may have to re-examine some of your very close relationships and see if they're really working for you. It's important to be yourself. This is very, very interesting, that, Uranus-Jupiter opposition. Be yourself, but also see the big picture. Is that not interesting? It feels like Jupiter hanging up in the sky, looking down on the planet from in the middle of Libra, going, hey, be yourself, march to the beat of your own drum, because this angel's hanging upside down. It must look weird to other angels if they look at him from this perspective. But by being your own unique self, you have the potential of looking at the big picture in a new way that maybe nobody else has thought of. And it's going to be pivotal to your future development and to the fate of the collective. So this temporary standstill, don't worry about it. It's a very internal, very heavy self-realization, self-analytical week. So, but don't worry, this awakening is happening. And Archangel Gabriel here on this major arcana card, the herald, you can see this trumpet here, the herald of great news to come. And that's why I'm actually very excited, even though some of these aspects look really challenging this week. I'm so excited for what might be revealed, because the hard stuff sometimes is the most transformative stuff. And I'm very excited this came back from last week. Let's see what's going on in the mind or higher mind. Page of Fire. Oh, she's back again, back from this position with her alchemical phoenix. Remember I talked about the phoenix energy from the beginning astrological section. Page of Fire is outgoing, creative, confident, and mischievous. News of an exciting new endeavor. Use your originality and ingenuity. It's very interesting. She's moved from the help position into solidly in the mind of the collective. So this, again, being a court card, might be that new person who may have come into your life now that is fully in mind, and maybe you're taking their advice. Maybe he, she, again, the sexes don't matter, is helping you take a look at life from a more exciting, playful, like there's always a very playful energy from this page. Pages are also heralds. Pages are bearers of messages from spirit and from your higher mind. And usually also heralds of royalty. So these two are deeply connected. It's just very royal, solar, fiery energy underneath this whole reading, driving us forward to reinvent ourselves. This is a very Pluto image right here, the reinvention, the phoenix, the reinvention of self that happens from letting go of all that does not serve you anymore and having the courage to burn that all off, to say namaste, go in peace. And yeah, and you're going to get this news of something new on the horizon for you, something that you may not have thought about before because you were back in that old paradigm, but it's a chance to use your originality and ingenuity. Again, this feels again like that part in the section about the Uranus Jupiter opposition, where the key to doing something great for the whole planet may lie in us expressing who we need to be. Be ourselves. Save the world by being yourself. Cool is that? Let's see what's in the heart of the collective. The Chariot, back again. I don't know if this is 5 weeks in a row now that he has come back. Yeah, Metatron wanting us to know he's still with us, and now squarely in the heart, moving forward, being in the driver's seat of our own lives. Our lucky 7. This number always speaks to me of luck, just crazy, stupid luck that comes from a place of divine deservingness rather than having had to work for it really hard or having had to do all the right things and dot all your I's and cross your T's. This is that divine fortune that comes to you simply because you are beloved by the universe. This is, again, a very balance-themed card. These two horses, black and white, signify competing forces or possibly opposing opinions or opposing sides of an issue. And this feels, again, like that Jupiter-Uranus thing where we've got to balance us versus them. When are they going to work in tandem? When is it going to be us and them instead of us versus them? And this is this beautiful lunar energy speaking to that new moon that we were just dealing with. It was very internal and asked us to go inside and really take care of ourselves. And this was our overall energy where we were balancing these things. He still wanted us to know he was underlying everything, and now securely back in the heart. It's pointing to an important achievement, self-discipline, and willpower. It definitely feels like that Saturn square Mercury. Public recognition as a result. And this public recognition really speaks to that. You becoming yourself, you transforming yourself through alchemical fire, you undergoing that awakening. This is the key to driving your life forward in a way that maybe you have never experienced before. Momentum that you have never experienced before. And public recognition. The collective recognizing you and saying, yes, you got it going on. This is so awesome. Those of you who are facing that Mercury square Saturn energy, get to work on your stuff. Do your stuff. Don't listen to what other people say. Just think how great it's going to be when you reveal this beautiful thing and you suddenly shoot forward. Amazing. Okay, in the body subconscious wisdom position for the collective, 8 of air, same card as last week. Wow, that illusion of being trapped, a lack of self-confidence, afraid to take action. This card just, wow. But we've got the Chariot in the heart, which is different from last week. We don't have that crazy 5 of fire thing going on. This, again, our first air card. Air cards are all about the mind. And being, which is hilarious because it's in the body subconscious position. This points to deep, unresolved, sort of almost subconscious fear that we have. This lack of self-confidence, this fear of taking action, this illusion of being trapped. We feel a sense, this is a sense of desperation or a sense of undeservingness that has been sort of dogging us for the last week and now again for this week. This is that thing where I was saying last week, you can see this unicorn is running away from maybe a stormy situation way in the background, and pursued by crazy makers that don't understand why you want to move in this new direction, why the people in your life who may not understand that awakening. And this points to that need to cull your friend list and maybe, tell those people I love you, but go away and get cool. And that they need to respect your choices in life and what is important to you and this new direction that you've chosen. And yeah, because the new direction you've chosen, you can see this card is full of green, growing abundance. And if this unicorn keeps moving forward on their chosen path, it's like they're just going on literally to greener pastures. And these crazy makers, they're eventually going to get tired and peel off and find other things to do, find other people to fight with. And yeah, this is that sort of keep the faith card. This 8 is very interesting because on a sort of not so encouraging feeling card, this 8 numerologically is a holy number of divine fortune. This is the number of having it all. This is the number of having the support of the universe. When you take an 8 and you turn it on its side, you get that wonderful infinity symbol. And this speaks to our eternal nature and our secret key, the little secret nudge that this card is an illusion, or this illusion of being trapped, that we really do have the key to our own escape from this fear that seems real but isn't. It's just a projection from our own worry or lackful thinking, or maybe stuff we've picked up from others that makes us feel unworthy. Yeah, we got this. Let's see what's in the help position. Queen of Earth. I love it when these cards keep coming back. She was here and now has moved into the help position. So this is another court card. This could be a person teaching you how to be thoughtful, creative, warm, and sensible, how to make time for those around you, take a sensible approach, deal with challenges in a kind and understanding manner. This card also feels like that Venus is in Virgo right now, and that earthy, loving, but having enough to take care of everyone energy. Virgo is that lovely symbol of abundance. The grain that she carries is this golden grain that she then spreads throughout the world and feeds everyone. And this is just, it feels like that energy. Venus is going to be in Virgo for a little while until a little bit into October. So yeah, this is that love. And it also feels like the love of the planet. So this could be a literal person who is an earth sign that comes into your life and teaches you how to ground yourself, maybe possibly how to ground yourself, touch the planet, and maybe soothe this freaked out 8 of air emotion that you have deep at the root level, this worry. This could also be an aspect of you that is coming to the surface and stepping forward and taking more of an active role in your persona. And you may find yourself exhibiting more aspects like this. You can feel this card, like I said last time, has no lack in it. She has so much, she's got so much on her own that her cauldron of plenty just overflows, and she has enough to give to everyone. And this is, again, that Mother Earth feeling just really comes very, very strongly through this card. Not only Venus and Virgo, but also the Earth itself, the planet. And there's no quicker way to get rid of this crazy-making 8 of air energy at your root level than to go outside, get in a beautiful natural environment, sit under a tree, maybe near a beautiful body of water so you can hear water, you can hear wind, you can hear the trees talking, and you sit in this beautiful environment and you touch the planet and you say, hey, Mother Earth, I need some grounding, I need some support, and she will answer. She will answer with all of her abundant grace, this unconditional love that she has for us. And she's supported us for millions of years, and so she's not trying to stop anytime soon. It's us. We're the ones who make it difficult. We're the ones who disconnect, who forget how to connect to our mother. And this is that aid that is coming in. So either a person who exhibits these qualities, an aspect of you, or the planet itself can help you. Regardless of whether there's a person coming in or an aspect of you, I highly encourage everyone to, if you haven't recently, get out and touch the planet, touch the ground, take your shoes off, touch something green, and just be, and feel how much you are loved and how much you are supported. This is huge right now. Yes, let's see what the most probable direction we're going to be moving in is. The King of Air. Brilliant, impartial, professional, diplomatic. Speak your mind with confidence. Seek out professional advice. Balance mental and emotional considerations. Not only does this feel like that Jupiter in Libra, because Libra is an air sign, and the king, Big Daddy Jupiter, hanging out up there, being brilliant and diplomatic, that's very much a Jupiter feeling energy. This is, again, another court card. Look at how much help. Human, real help. Fire signs, earth signs, and air signs now coming into your life. So someone who exhibits this, Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, and can teach you. You know, that whole thing about the hard Mercury aspects making you maybe not feel like you deserve to speak your mind. Maybe not making you feel a lack of confidence. This is so hilarious. A lack of self-confidence in an air card, but the King of Air comes in and says, hey, speak your mind with confidence. This is seeking out professional advice. Could be these new people coming into your life. Maybe you're seeking out professionals for mentorship or guidance in some way. Balance mental and emotional considerations. Yeah, this is all pointing to, again, balance. This theme of balance, this theme of the Sun in Libra, Jupiter in Libra, this considerations of the collective versus the individual. Everyone should be happy, and there's got to be a way to make that happen. There really, really must be a way. And Libra's balance and this Jupiter-Uranus opposition midweek is going to be really revelatory for some of you, because it will give you this clarity. This is one of the mind cards that has this brilliant clarity. You can see how confident he is and how much he has direction. What's really hilarious is you can see that it's the same group of crazy makers who's chasing this unicorn. Literally the same group is behind this king, and he's just walking by. He doesn't see them at all. He's not reacting to them. He doesn't see them. This is, again, that Uranus. Uranus is definitely the ruler of Aquarius. So we've got this Uranus energy who does not care what the plebes have to say. The peanut gallery has no effect on this person and what he, she, sexes don't matter, but what they want to do with their lives. So much authority, so much direction. And yet a noble ruler. We're getting all of this energy of noble sovereignty. Remember, I talked about your divine sovereignty in the intro when we were talking about the Pluto direct. This is all very amazing to see the cards just clarifying and supporting what is going to go on astrologically this week. This is the reason I do that astrology section in the beginning. I know some of you must be, a little like, why don't we just skip to the cards? But if I didn't do that intro, then you wouldn't see all the beautiful correspondences that are happening. This is so Jupiter and Libra. This is so Uranus opposition. This is gorgeous and helpful. This awakening, it's coming. And I'm so excited for some of you. The only thing that needs clarifying on this board is, again, this Eight of Air. And I'm going to see if they will give me a card to clarify that. Just to give me a little bit more, maybe some reassurance, maybe some further information about this illusion of being trapped. I really think, oh, this card just wants to float off the top, so I'm going to let it. The Page of Earth. Scholarly, dependable, patient, and successful. Good news about financial matters, wanting to do something more challenging or a new area of study. Another court card. So many supportive. Remember last week when we were talking about the Unity card and the Seeking New Community? It looks like the community is starting to show up. It looks like these like-minded individuals in all sorts of signs. The only thing we don't have yet is water on the board, and who knows, that could be coming in a future week. Yes, this is that. Again, we've got royalty and we've got pages. We've got Queen of Earth and Page of Earth. We've got heralds, and pages always deliver this good news. And I remember that a lot of you have been having that very Five of Earth kind of trepidatious, at the very root level, can my new awakening and this new idea that I have, can this alchemical transformation, this new phoenix being that I am becoming, can this really support me in a very real, survival-based, earthly, abundant way? And it looks like the Page of Earth and the Queen of Earth are both here to say, yes, absolutely. You're going to get, when you have this in your heart, when you are master of your own destiny in this way, when you have tamed the oppositions within you, when you have figured out how to do the greatest good for the collective and shine on your own, you're going to get good news about financial matters. There is no quicker way to solve your earthly monetary issues than to figure out how your divine gift, your beautiful special talent, your new paradigm, your new business model, your new art project, your product, anything that you are cooking up in there and that you're waiting to launch out of passion, out of alchemical, fiery passion. When you do good for the collective, when you do good for the planet, when you're socially responsible in that way, when you figure out a way to make your project plug in to the lives of the collective, of other people, to serve the greatest amount of humans on this planet. Look, it says wanting to do something more challenging, and that could be more challenging, a new area of study. You could be opening up to this new paradigm of maybe, how do we solve that Jupiter-Uranus opposition? Aries versus Libra. How do we solve it? And those of you who can figure out a way to make those two play nice so that you can all get yours and take care of everyone, you will be rolling it. You will be fighting off investors. You will be swimming in the love of fans. You will have this community of support, and you will get that public recognition, plus all the monies. Beautiful. I was worried I was a little bit worried that this reading would be super heavy and depressing. Last week's reading was a little bit tough for some of you, and I know that many of you are still going through some really challenging things. And this week is set up to be quite challenging, but like all of those aspects that a lot of astrologers are all worried about, and they're saying, oh, this is going to be really rough. Sometimes I can sense this secret golden, like the silver lining underneath things. And it's setting up to be much more magical and amazing than we thought. So don't give in to fear. Just like I said in the beginning, don't give in to fear. Don't let your lower illusory monkey mind self-critic take over and convince you that you're not worthy, that you should have a lack of self-confidence, that you're trapped in your current situation. You are not trapped. You're gonna get good news if you take the reins, if you come out and be a leader, like the King of Fire is saying. Communicate with vision and be a leader. Wow. Let the world see your brilliant fire. What a beautiful phoenix creature that you are becoming. Reveal that and nothing can stand in your way. You're going to be like this charioteer who has all the power and knows exactly what they're doing and owns their own life without shame. And you'll be like this king of air who just walks by the peanut gallery and doesn't even notice them. Gorgeous. I am so excited for all of you. I really, really am. With that, I'm going to move on to the shortcuts. I was set up to do some like really deep energy. I really want to use this this psychic tarot, which is great for these kind of Plutonian and Uranian transits. And the Saturn stuff that we've got also going on. Very much sort of paternal father figure, authority figures in our energy this week. And Mercury in there too. So yeah, the Titans are meeting in the sky and things are happening. I'm very excited for all of us. First part in my shortcut process is I just flip the deck and see what's on the bottom for us. Wow. Yeah. See that 11? You can see in this deck, the Psychic Tarot is more of an oracle deck. It's not necessarily, it doesn't have all of the major traditional tarot cards, but this balance card is absolutely the Justice card from traditional tarot. You can see just the feeling of Libra right here. And this, again, feels like that Jupiter in Libra, and then, you know, the direction here of this gateway that we can pass through, just like the Strength card in the beginning, but its sister card, the Justice card. Balance, you can see he's got the implements of all of the elements here, the wands, the pentacles, the chalices, and the swords, and all the suites of tarot, all equally masterful. He's equally masterful in all of them. And this amazing, what looks like a halo or a solar eclipse image here. This points to that idea of, we went through the eclipse gateway. Many people were calling the solar eclipse, the total solar eclipse, a divine gateway, through which we would find our new selves and create a new world. Based on our passion, based on our need to reconcile opposites, the yin and the yang of these horses here. Our need to make a world where there is no us versus them, there is only us. And then this feeling of divine oneness here. Yeah, gorgeous and profound, and a perfect bookend to that Strength card in the beginning. It's just totally reinforcing it and reinforcing that the season of Libra. Libra is here to teach us to balance ourselves and to see things from other people's perspectives, to collapse the duality between yourself and the other. Beautiful. All right, second part in my shortcut process is I just cut. Okay. financial and material changes. This is definitely, again, pointing to that, hey, good news about financial matters. Something is coming, something you can't see from here, but is coming from far away. Pages will bring you news of something happening. This is very interesting because 5 is that number of transition, a very human number. We have 5 digits on our 5 appendages. We've got, or 4 of our 5 appendages. We have 2 arms, 2 legs, and a head, which makes another 5. So 5 is a very human number. 5 is not a 1, and it's not the completion of a 9 or the complete reinvention of a 10. So I always call it the halfway there number. This is the number of you choose. And this definitely feels like, hey, that day where Uranus, Jupiter opposition maybe flips the table in your life in some way and changes the world, or changes your life, or changes something for the collective, based on that opposition between us versus them mentality. Or something happens to you because of this Pluto direct energy. Something gets revealed, maybe some challenging information that you then have to make a decision about how you're going to look at it. You have a choice. You have a choice as to what all of this means to you. You have a choice of whether or not you are going to actively participate in a new type of game. Again, you can see sort of the elements reflected here. And again, this balance of the elements where you personally master all of these things. And it creates very real material results in your life. Again, these balancing. Cut again. Accelerated motion. Okay. This is beautiful. This is almost the same energy as the Chariot here, but showing you that change is happening. You don't have to worry about this temporary standstill. Remember what I said about the Uranus Jupiter opposition. Even if it flips the table in some unexpected way and you don't initially see the value in it, or maybe it freaks some people out what happens, because Uranus can do that. Uranus is sort of the lightning strike planet where something can burn down overnight, or something can, be completely reinvented or metamorphosed in a way that you did not anticipate. But again, this beautiful divine 8 of complete mastery and our eternal nature, that infinity symbol hidden within. This is speaking to the fact that delays are going to be over. You have been in transition, you have been in a cocoon, and now it's time for your awakening. And you're going to be propelled forward in some sort of unforeseen way. So get ready. Prepare your mindset to be rocketed forward. Those of you who have spent all this time in, what's really funny is that whole 8 of air thing, it gives away the secret of this 8 that's coming for you. This 8 of forward motion and no longer feeling trapped and stymied, because you've gone through your Phoenix reinvention and now it's time to fly. Wow, beautiful. So excited for this shortcut. I do love this deck too. It always feels so supportive and has such a solid foundational energy to it. Okay, I'm going to bookend that with this very divine feminine feeling, supportive, almost sentimental, gentle flower deck, because I feel like some of you who are going through this 8 of air fear, this is very real. I mean, it's an illusion in your mind. It's a fear appearing real, but it feels so real. It feels so visceral. It does not feel like it's an illusion. It feels like it's really your life, and this is reality, and this is how things are. And so I can understand that fear. I can understand how this kind of thing, all of this alchemical change might be threatening. So we've had the sort of, I always call this the kind of divine masculine or fatherly deck. It always has that energy to me. Let's do a divine feminine, very supportive, gentle deck. All right. Warata, become the true you. Show the world who you really are and what you were born to do. Yeah. Again, serve the greatest good by being yourself without shame. This is definitely that Jupiter in Libra feeling. You're this beautiful phoenix creature. You should shine for the world. And through you, through your new ideas, and through your Uranian revolution, we're going to change the world and move forward and balance with the power of Libra. How very, very awesome. Let's cut. Wow, if you didn't hear it enough from this card, let your inner beauty shine. Pink rose. You are a brilliant example of God's love. Everything about you is perfect, so let your light shine and inspire others. This card always, how much more can you say about this heart-based, unconditional love color of the pink rose? This completely divine feminine, soft, enveloping energy, this very womb-like feeling of, hey, you are beloved. You are a beloved child of the universe, and it's time for you to stop feeling a lack of self-confidence. Stop having that fear because you are perfection in the eyes of the universe. That's such a wonderful thing to have reinforced, because many of us just don't feel that way from day to day. But like that secret 8 in the 8 of air, that secret that you are a divine being. And being a divine being, just like the radiant source you came from, you are a brilliant example of God, Goddess source of divine love. And everything about you is perfect. So shine that light, be that phoenix, let the world see you, because you're going to get public recognition if you have that confidence. Okay, cut. Financial healing, yellow lily. Your money struggles are a thing of the past. Be open to all avenues to receiving, and you'll be provided for in every way. Wow. Feel the yellow of that solar plexus energy. This beautiful golden, again, that golden Leo cat, earthy cauldron of plenty energy coming through to let you know that is all this spiritual stuff you're going through, is all this self-questioning and reinvention, is all of this worth it in a very real, earthy, where's my stuff sense? Yes. Yes, it is. The Page of Earth is going to deliver a good message. Queen of Earth going to teach you how to get yours. And what I love, again, it's really, they pound on that idea, make time for those around you. Yeah. So by shining your own light and being your own individual amazing self, you will somehow benefit everyone. And your money struggles will be a thing of the past. Wow, everyone, this is beautiful. Such an encouraging spread for a very potentially heavy week. I love this. So good. Oh, and here we get a bonus card because here we are. What do they have to say in our bonus card that just dropped off the bottom? Stand by your commitment, Pink Lily. You're strong enough to keep the promise that you've made. Don't back out now. Your angels believe in you. So again, they're telling you, don't have a lack of self-confidence. Believe in your dream. Whatever that thing is, the promise you have made is your theme on this planet. Whatever, again, that Chiron stuff that is coming into play, That is the theme, that is the energy. Your pain is the energy you came to transform on this planet. And as you alchemically transform your pain into a light that can benefit the whole world and humanity, the world will turn in your direction and you will get so much love. Your pain is fuel for your fire. Your theme, your life theme that you came here to explore, has a secret in it. Chiron is this very interesting symbol. If you look at it in astrological glyphs, all the little planets have little symbols astrologically for them. Chiron is this wonderful key that is hilariously, it's like a K sitting on top of an O. So, in a way, the sign of your deepest pain is telling you you are okay. What's really hilarious about that even more is that the O is like this beautiful opening, just like that balance card that we were seeing, the ring, the halo, in this Psychic Tarot deck. But Chiron has the opening and the key, the top of the key. If you see the symbol, you'll see what I'm talking about. But so the Chiron is not only the key, but also the keyhole opening. So he solves himself. He's the problem that came to solve itself. And this is wonderful confirmation that you're strong enough to get through whatever your Chiron pain is, whatever theme you came to transform. All of your non-physical friends believe in you. You have what it takes. Strength, just like that initial strength card that we got in the beginning. They just wanted you to have that little bonus, that little tag on the end to let you know you have what it takes. So keep the faith and keep your eye on the prize. Visualize the best possible outcome for you and the people you love, and for the collective, and for the entire planet, because we're all in this together. How lovely. Such supportive shortcuts and such lovely decks. It was so neat to get the sort of contrast between divine masculine, divine feminine, and how much love that comes through from both. Those of you other tarot readers out there who would like to use my shortcut process or my quick cross spread that you can see here, you are more than welcome to do so. You just need to attribute those spreads to me. I've made them all available through Creative Commons license, and in order to use them through Creative Commons license, you just need to attribute them to me and link to my website, which is www.shinyallthetime.com. And you can find all the information that you need, all the attribution information. You can just cut and paste it from my page at shinyallthetime.com/cc. The other thing I wanted to let you know is I've been having so much fun reading from a couple of decks that I don't normally use as often. And I love all of these decks that I've been using. Any of you other readers who would like to acquire these decks for yourself, or beginners who would like to just acquire them and play with them and see what comes up in your own intuition, great. I have a resources page at shinyallthetime.com, which is shinyallthetime.com/resources, or you can follow the resources link at the top of any shinyallthetime.com page. And if you purchase a set of cards through that resources page, they don't charge you anymore. The price doesn't go up or anything, but a small percentage of your purchase price does come back to me in the form of an affiliate percentage. And that small percentage does help me and support any future videos that I do here. And any of you who do purchase a deck through my resources page, I thank you in advance. I'm going to do our Angel Answers card. Okay, everyone. Meditation brings answers. This points to that ever-present need for all of us to go inside, and it really feels like what I was saying, get out, touch the planet, hear her speak to you, hear her support of you and her love. And also your beautiful non-physical cadre of friends, which all of you have so many guides, so many dear departed loved ones, so many animal friends, animal spirits, so many entities that we wouldn't even recognize from this reality, who are interested in our process as a human family, interested in the planet, interested in the evolution of planet Earth, who want to help. And the quickest way to get their help, all of these angels from the major arcana, we've got Ariel from the beginning, from the initial strength card, Gabriel and Metatron here waiting, just waiting in the wings to help you. And the quickest way to get that help and to receive the answers that you would like is to shut down this monkey mind, to give it a rest. People talk a lot about eliminating the ego or turning off the ego mind. And, you know, they're right. But I prefer to say, ego mind, you take care of me every day. You keep me, you're the traffic cop that keeps me from walking out in the street and getting hit by a car. and you need to thank that ego for that. You need to thank it and say, hey, you've done such a great job. Thank you for keeping me alive up until this point. But now, during this meditation session, just for the next 15 minutes, for the next hour or so while I'm out here in this beautiful nature, you can take a vacation, ego mind. You've done so much good work. You get to take a rest, take a vacation. Let me just drift in those Neptunian waters and you know, melt into the source for a little while and just see what comes. You have beautiful powers of intuition when you just quiet the mind and you stop worrying about things just for 15 minutes. Set a timer on your phone if you need to and say, for these short 15 minutes, I am taking a vacation, an ego vacation, and I'm just going to see what happens. Maybe nothing will happen the first few times you try it. Meditation is not something that you can, I mean, some of you can, but many of us cannot just jump into it and still the mind right away. We're so used to thinking about everything. Every moment, every second of the day, worrying about something. What do I have to do next? Who just texted me, right? And so meditation brings answers. Just quietly try it. Try it for a few days. Try it for a week. Try it for the next week. Just do it every day for 15 minutes. See if you don't like it. I find that once I get into a rhythm of meditation, I crave those 15 minutes every day. I just want to go into that peaceful place where I know everything is okay. And I know I don't have to worry about something for just 15 minutes. So yeah, this is a beautiful message. I am sure that some of you are going to get deep insights from your Pluto direct, whatever is dredging, whatever's dredged up from your shadow. And don't be afraid of that. It's there to illuminate you. It's there to let you know your Chiron pain. It's there to let you know what you need to transform alchemically. This is a beautiful gift that we have, being able to go inside and have infinite resources available to us in the form of guides and loving spirit friends who just want to help. And they're waiting. They're just waiting for you to just leave the door cracked so they can jump in and help. We don't have to do this ourselves. And that is the message of the Angel Answers card. Beautiful. Okay. I always like to end a reading with this very fun and bubbly set of victory reward dice that I have. This reading is super supportive, amazing. The astrology section looked all daunting and scary, but oh wow, we do have it all. And the shortcuts have given us, from both a divine masculine perspective and a divine feminine perspective, so much support and letting us know we do have what it takes. We've got the power. And the strength card. Beautiful, golden, abundant, strong, warrior-like but gentle. Again, this fusion of opposites, this balance that we all have to learn from this Libra, the season of Libra, and Jupiter in Libra, and the Jupiter-Uranus opposition, Pluto direct, everything that's going on this week. Yeah. Let's see what the dice have in store for us so that we can reward ourselves in a fun and bubbly and silly way. I'm just going to choose one of these dice. I'm closing my eyes right now. Choosing a die. Which one will it be? And I'm going to take a roll. Okay, everyone. These dice really like to tell us to buy more shoes. Because, you know, our feet, I've said this before, are where we touch the planet. And if we are wearing uncomfortable shoes that do not suit us, maybe we need more shoes for this crazy forward momentum that we're going to be taking on our path. We may need something. Oh, and for Mercury. Mercury always, isn't he the one who always has the winged shoes on so that we can move forward fast? Mercury's a fast moving planet, always that sign of moving really fast. And those shoes are bomb. So yeah, get some shoes that make you feel happy and fun and very comfortable on your forward moving journey as you're walking past the haters because you just don't care. You're so confident in yourself. Get some shoes that make you feel like this guy. So good. All right, everyone. Oh, and every time they tell us to buy more shoes, they also kind of sneak in, get a massage. And it's like a bonus thing on the dice. It's almost like if the shoes are super sexy, but they are very uncomfortable, you're gonna need a foot massage. Because as I like to say when this dice shows up, if your feet aren't happy, you're not going anywhere. So yes, thank you very much for joining me for this very encouraging and uplifting reading in the face of such heavy astrology. Wow. I am very excited for everything that's going on and everything, even though it looks like it may be daunting on the surface. Wow, are they telling us everything is going to be cosmically okay in the best way, in all the best ways possible? And we got this. This is so beautiful. Again, thank you. Any of you who would like your own readings, I do have a services page at shinyallthetime.com. It's obviously shinyallthetime.com/services, or the services link is at the top of any of the shinyallthetime.com pages. You can find all sorts of readings there. You can find this reading if you'd like one of these for yourself, for more specific information for you and yours. Or I do other types of readings for different subjects, or shorter ones if you just want something short and sweet. So yeah, definitely check it out. And if you did enjoy this amazing reading, please do give me a like or subscribe to my channel. Doing so helps my results raise in the YouTube search engine and helps other people find this information and also have this wonderful, loving, and uplifting experience from the guides. Thank you very, very much. Get out there, buy yourself some rad shoes, and stay shiny. I will see you next time.